board. Yeah, just submit that to the post office.
Any new business? New business, we'll have the discussion. I guess we'll open for public comment.
Good afternoon, members of the board. My name is Charles Cradaville. You know me. I'm the editor of a community newspaper in Brunswick today. I have some questions. First of all, can I see a copy of the agenda for today's meeting?
Sure, it's on too.
Is there some reason that the resolution that you just adopted is not mentioned on this agenda at all?
Is there some reason?
Yes.
No.
Is it the ethics board's policy to put resolutions on its agenda?
I don't speak for the ethics board. This is the procedure that's been followed for this evening.
I'm sorry, so you said you don't speak for the ethics board? Should I get an answer from the ethics board then?
You're dealing with a procedural issue concerning the document. It's already been adopted.
Precisely, I'm asking why wasn't it advertised to the public that
Doesn't have
you
to
were
be.
considering this?
It
Okay,
doesn't happen.
so this board's policy is to not advertise when it is
I
prepared to address the matter.
I don't know if the board has a policy. I don't speak for the board's policy. If you'd like to submit a question about the board adopting the policy, you were here the last meeting, and we're very happy to answer any question that you have that's off the agenda.
Okay, and so at what point did the board decide to adopt this resolution? Was
At the
this-
last meeting, they accepted the report of the committee members, the subcommittee.
Really? There was a subcommittee on this matter being Mr.
You were present, Mr. Brown.
So this is a matter involving which person? Which person is the complaint about?
You were here when there was a report adopted at the last meeting. This resolution it concerns a complaint that you made against Elizabeth Carlisle.
Oh, okay. I assume this was about something else. It was not said what this resolution is about. There was nothing said.
Well, the board members read it.
Okay.
They all approved it.
So in that case, has the board done anything about this letter that you received from Mr. Leonard T. Beer?
What does that say?
It's dated March the 4th, and Mr. Beer states that it's come to his attention that he's omitted income from his financial disclosure forms. He admits to an ethics violation. He says, I am formally advising the New Brunswick Ethics Board of these omissions. I'm acknowledging that according to the guidelines that I was obligated to disclose this income. And then he says, I accept full responsibility for the failure to list, and I accept the jurisdiction of the New Brunswick Ethics Board, and as well as the board's right to assess a penalty or sanction for my failure to disclose my NJ PERS pension income. At the last meeting, I recall under new business, one of the ethics board members mentioned this letter and asked, well, isn't this new business? Shouldn't we address this? And Mr. Vignolo inappropriately told you, no, that's nothing. That's nothing that we can act on. Nothing to act on. Well, I don't know what kind of an ethics board this is or how you conduct your investigations, but a signed confession from someone who violated the law that you are here to enforce, to me, would be new business. That would be worthy of putting an item on your agenda and discussing it and appointing a subcommittee and investigating this. He admits that he made these omissions from 2008 to 2015. So that's 1, 2, 3, it's like almost a decade. It's quite some time, and each year is another violation. Can you tell me, is the ethics board planning to do anything about this?
We're aware of the letter, the procedures that there was no complaint filed against what he has done, so there's no further action on that. We appreciate that he admitted and signed, admitted to his error, and he's apparently going to correct it. So there's no further action.
Okay, so there'll be no further investigation, this board will not investigate? Is it the board's policy that it won't undertake an investigation unless there is a complaint filed?
Yes.
So even if someone confesses, even if you're aware, crystal clear that there's an ethics violation going on, the ethics board will not independently investigate?
The board's not going to get into abstract policy. You raised the issue of letter, you've been told, you've given a response, there's no complaint filed. Is there anything else that you'd like to cover?
So just to be
We're not
clear,
going to get into policy. What else? Was there anything else that you'd like to cover? That's on the agenda.
just for the good of the public, can you tell us, does this board investigate
You're not-
ethical matters,
Mr. Crowder,
or does it wait until there's a complaint?
Please don't speak over me. We have a court reporter, she can take one of us down at a time. Okay? When I speak, please don't speak. I'll try not to speak over you. Okay? There's nothing on the agenda concerning what you're talking about. You've got a gratuitous response from the board chairman. And that's the end of it. Do you have any other issues you want to raise that are on the agenda? If not, you were here last week, the last meeting. You can submit any questions you have that are not on the agenda to the board in writing. We'll give you all the consideration you want. Nothing has come in, for the record, by way of any additional questions from you, for the record. So you like talking in meetings, but apparently you don't like writing questions.
With all due respect, sir, I looked at the agenda. Are there any items on the agenda at all of substance? Or does it just say old business and new business?
It says old business and new business.
Okay.
And you were here last meeting, so you know what the old business was. And there's new business.
Okay, and so you stipulate that at the last meeting, one of the board members brought up
No,
that
you
this should be...
said that. I didn't stipulate anything.
Well, I'm asking you, you don't recall this being brought up at the last
I
meeting?
don't have a recollection of any board member speaking about the beer man.
Okay.
I asked a question,
And
and the response was exactly what you said.
okay, the response was that there's nothing worth acting on.
That's
I
not-
don't remember the exact response, but
To that effect.
something that we weren't going to be taking action on this time.
Right, and I would humbly suggest that that is an example of bad advice from your attorney. This board exists to create public confidence that the city is doing all it can to make sure its employees and officers behave ethically. And when you have an example of someone who's admitting to a violation and the board decides not to take any action, and, you know, I want to applaud you for mentioning it at the meeting and putting it on the record that there was this letter, because otherwise the public would have had no way of knowing that this matter was even in any way within this sphere. And I think that the board, to inspire the confidence that the residents deserve to have in their city, should absolutely investigate what Mr. Beer has brought. If with your permission, if I may approach and give you, this is Mr. Beer's 2016 financial disclosure form. I'm not sure if you've seen the 2015 or any other forms, but you'll know
I
that.
don't need one.
Okay, take it back. So in 2015, he left off the pension.
If you wish to file a complaint, please file a complaint. We're not going to have a long discussion about this. He has admitted to his error. We accept that, and unless there's a complaint filed, we're not doing any further action.
Okay, well, if I may.
No, you can't. She's just said you're done talking, so go to another issue.
So I'm not allowed to speak publicly.
No, but you're not speaking, if I may, Madam Chairman. This is a complaint that may be filed before this board. You want to present evidence concerning a complaint that may be filed. Before it's filed, to prejudice this board, and I'm going to direct the board not to take any information regarding a complaint that may eventually come before it, before it's investigated. So anything that you want to present at this point is inappropriate. Don't present anything further.
Okay, this is twisted logic that you're hearing. What I will say is this board adopted a recommendation to the mayor and city council previously, that the mayor and city council should implement better training for its employees and officers so they don't keep making ethical violations. Can you tell me, please, what is the status of that? Has the mayor and council endorsed or supported this idea? When can we expect the city to take action towards actually having better ethics training?
I believe that's been done. We have, I know the notices that have gone out regarding what's required, follow-up, and et cetera, to make sure the forms are done. Other than that, I'm not sure that anything further needs to be done. And I think this letter from this person, Mr. Beer, is evidence of him training that's been given, because he admitted to what he's done, he recognized what he's done, and he admitted to it. So I think, there's no.
I don't think it was, respectfully, pardon me, I don't think it was in response to any training that was done.
Well, you don't-
I think it was
you
in
don't know
response
that.
to
Mr.
a
Beers,
newspaper
you-
article
You don't know
that
that.
showcased that this was a violation. And, you know, respectfully, the board is not inspiring confidence when you have clear-cut evidence of something and you're not acting on it.
You said that.
And what I would suggest is that Mr. Beer admits to years' worth of leaving off his pension from the form. He does not say those are the only omissions I made. He does not say that's the total extent of my violations. It is possible that there were other things omitted, and I would suggest you take a look at that 2016 form, and you'll notice that there are many things on the 2016 form that were on the 2015 form. And if this board were interested,
We're gonna stop
if this
this.
board were interested, truly interested in policing ethical behavior and ethical violations, you would call Mr. Beer to a meeting here and ask him some questions about these items on his 2016 form, and why, and whether or not they belonged on other forms as well in these prior years where he's already admitted making
Thank you. Is there anything
omissions.
else you'd like to speak about besides Mr. Beer and the policy that you're worried about?
I would like the ethics board to stand up and do the right thing. Please investigate this case, this clear-cut case, and please follow up on what the city's doing, because it's clearly not enough. There are a number of employees who filed insufficient FDS forms this year. If I have to complain about them and go through the whole process, we can, but I'm trying to think the big picture here. I'm trying to, you know, lift the city up. We can do better. And right now I see only 2/3 of the members here. We had a 2/3 full board tonight. There's only 4 members here. We've had a lot of turnover on the board. And ultimately, keeping this a complaint-based system where you don't take any action unless there's a complaint is not what's best for the city. What's best for the city is for this board to be leaders and be vigilant and actually police the ethics of the city as you set out to do in your mission. So I would encourage you to live up to that mission and please do the right thing in this case. Set an example and show that leaving off income from your FTS forms is not acceptable, that you have to fill out a complete, full form. Obviously, people still don't get it, and this board is responsible for enforcing that law. Please rise to the occasion, do the right thing, enforce the law. Thank you.
Any other questions?